What is up, my little Danos? Vepsisi, your coach of the Helsinki Dragas, and we are here for the PPL Season 3 Week 7 battle versus Ellie, and this is gonna be first time for me to get to play her, which is a little bit of a surprise considering how often I played her fiancé in Jack aka Gravy throughout showdown scene or even a Wi-Fi scene that you have seen. So surprisingly first time to play her, but I'm excited about it and I'm sure she is as well. Her roster you can see right about now on your screen compared to my own. She got the first overall pick. Definitely not rigged by the fact that, you know, the commission of the league is her fiancé. Jokingly saying, of course, she did select the Iron Valiant, which I approve because I had it last season and it's definitely one of the best mons, if not the best mon available that was allowed this season. Then she has a Dragonite that is very threatening and versatile Pokemon to go up against. She has some of the, I would say, more versatile and bulletproof performing middle tier Pokemon like Crocodile, Rotowas and Mesprit are always going to be able to perform well and give her fine use that they have been able to do. Then she has some of the better valued lower tier picks considering how well she's been able to use, like her Terra Captains, starting with Macargo and Bastionon, funny enough, have been really well performing to their value for Ellie, considering the fact that she only spent 3 points in total for both of them. And they are definitely provided more than that value for her team this season, which has been really cool and funny to see, but that's great from her to showcase that. And then a very rude and sussy change that she did for this week and rest of the season was that she changed the Jolteon's one of the Terra typings to Grass. And I noticed a trend that, hey, you're playing me right next and I have Steve aka Swampert that is quite weak to that. How dare you to do that? Sure, but surely it's not versus only me. Surely this was about future opponents as well, right? And then I look at her last two opponents after me, and Necrostevo has a Clodsire that is not weak to Grass, and then she plays Montai on her last week, and he has Flygon as his ground type, which is not weak to Grass either. So I'm like, really, Ellie, you really had to do this to my poor Steve and really counter Terra Captain it, just like that. But I'm prepared for that scenario in case she brings it. I do feel like she will bring it based on what I just said going to this, but there's only way to find out. So I'm gonna be coming back once we are connected with Ellie, and a very important battle of the season for both of us will resume. Alright, here we are with the battle versus Ellie, and let's see how this is gonna go. This is gonna be an important match for both of us. When it comes to the playoff race, we are pretty tight, close even in the standings at 3rd and 4th seed currently. So let's see what she brings. Okay, not too big of a surprises. I guess the only surprise is that there's no Roto Wash. But other than that, pretty much the 6 that I would think that would show up. So we have Mach, Crocodile, Mesprit, pretty much the Terracrash, Jolteon, Iron Valiant of course, and Dragonite. Okay, so my behalf, I wanna say my lead of choice will always be Steve, because I wanna have a opportunity to get up either my rocks early, or if the Terra Jolteon is the lead, I can hopefully catch her off guard and go for a Avalanche, because I have the Rindoberry to live, even a Specs, Terra Crash, Terra Blast from the Jolteon. So I wanna say I would just lead with this and go from there. And I'm locked in. Ellie is still making her decision. She has good amount of options that she could lead with, so I cannot really tell for certain that what would be her best lead into me. But I'm sure that she's I'm sure she at least has some sort of ideas that what she originally was going to plan to lead with, regardless of the 6 that she will see. But we'll see how this goes. Good luck and have fun to Ellie, of course. We mentioned this on the Discord, but I always like to mention it before the battle even starts. So let's just see how this goes. She's leading with Mewing, which is the Mesprit. Okay, so this might be just a stealth rocking lead. And we'll be exchanging stealth rocks, I would imagine. If she has energy ball, I do have the Rindoberry for this anyway, so I'll just go for stealth rocks and see what she does. She does go for the energy bar, but I do have the Rindo Berry, so I will be taking this just fine. As that does like under half to me. Let's go, Steve. Get up those stealth rocks for me. Wonderful. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that as the starting point. That I managed to get up my stealth rocks. I'm at 251. How offensive is that, Mesprit? Let's put energy ball on you. So I'm at 251. 64%. So you did like 36 to me. 36%. So that's probably somewhat offensive. Good to know. I could honestly for now go into my Brat that is Assault Vest. And I can get the Terra off early. So I'm gonna be doing just that. She might go for Stealth Rocks now. But I should be able to take pretty much any one hit here, right? As she follows it up with Ice Beam. Ooh, that's gonna hurt a little bit. And she freezes my Brad.
Vepsis, after our battle last week, I won't give you the cold shoulder. Nobody does it better than you. Keep calm and chill. Yeah. Take that.
That's unbelievably frustrating, because this is my answer to Iron Valiant and Dragonite. That is now gone down the drain. How do I deal with you now? Terralizing you might be a throw, because there might be a chance for my Diancie to know to be a Terra Captain actually in this matchup, so... I think for now... I don't want anything else to be damaged, so I might just try to thaw out here and go for Fickle Beam. As she does go for the Psychic. We'll leave that. Come on, Brad. Oh my god, she gets this Pedeptra while at it. Not that it's gonna matter. Oh my god. That's unfortunate. Okay. I'm trying to use this. I have like 45 seconds to decide that how do I want to deal with this after. Do I use my Diancie here to weaken this down and get up my spikes and go from there after this goes down? That might be the only way for me to handle this. Yeah, I think that's what would have to happen. I have to go into my Diancie afterwards and just go from there. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you, that is very unfortunate. Now I have to basically give 2 mons to her unless I start pivoting around, but I cannot afford to pivot around here. So I'm just gonna go into my Diancie here and I could just Terra Water here. I think now Terralizing is perfectly fine. And then I'll try to get up some spikes here. And then once I endeavor this down, I should be in a position that I can start at least claiming some kills here. So I'm gonna Terralize and get up spikes. I have to commit to a late game plan and try to play this offensively to the point that the Dragonite hopefully cannot sweep me. I do have a bulky Tornado Sterian in the back that should leave a +1 hit from it and Icy Wind it down. But the Iron Valiant is gonna be way more tougher to deal with. So I'm gonna just Terralize here. She may just go for a Psychic here. Yep, she does go for the Psychic. Which did about 90 HP. That's pretty good measurement for me to see like how bulky is this thing. Or how offensive. Okay. So for now, as I'm Terra Water, and I'm at 2, yeah, I'm at 70% at the moment. How many spikes do I need? I feel like as many as possible would be nice, and then endeavor this down. Yeah. Let me just get up some spikes here, and like I'll eventually be in a cast up range, which will give me strong endeavor on something. Ideally this Mesprit, and then I go from there. She does go for the energy ball. Yeah, that's in cost. That's now in Costa range. Thanks to a crit as well. Like, what is happening now? What? I need to know the routine of what Ellie had before this game, because whatever it was pretty effective. Here I go for Endeavor. Hopefully it's not like Citrus Berry. Alright. I guess if it's a Citrus Berry, then at least I'll get up some sort of meaningful damage. Okay, that's good at least. But she managed to get rid of 2 of my Terramons, thanks to the freeze. That's really unfortunate. But I wanna say my play here is to go into Mulaney, but there's always a worry that if it's cast up herself and goes for Thunder Wave, my Mulaney is kinda screwed here. But I guess that can be the case for a lot of my Pokemon here, so I kinda have to look. I think the only way that I can go around this is... I guess I could always scout the cast up, is the thing. I can always scout. I'll go to Mulaney for now, then I have to decide that do I scout for like a cast stab Thunder Wave. Because I haven't seen a Citrus Berry popping off. This could have also been honestly a Colbur Berry compared to the matchup, because I have a Hydreigon. I don't think I can afford to start scouting. I think for now I just go for a Ivy Cudgel and go from there. Yeah, okay. I'm glad that I didn't start overthinking this. So I do manage to get rid of the Mesprit, but it did way too much work that it should have had. But I have arguably the most threatening Pokemon in the field right now for her to worry about. And the Dragonite comes in, okay. So this is where I have to U-turn and go into my Tornadus and break its multi-scale. It is heavy duty boots, because the stealth rocks are up, so I know that at least. But yeah, not the ideal start, but I think there is still an out from this for me. But I mainly need to weaken down either the Mach or Crocodile so my Andy actually distract. There are a couple of things that I definitely need to do in order to come back from this start, but I think it's still doable. Mainly because Choice Scarf, to be honest, Choice Scarf, Iron Head looks pretty good in the late game if I weaken down this Dragonite. Crocodile will be worn down by the hazards unless it's heavy duty boots. I get to get up the U-turn, which will not do anything because it's a resisted hit and multi-scale. But this is where I need to go into my Tornadus Therian in case it's a Dragon Dance set. I have quite a bit of bulk on it that I'll live any hit from +1, including a Ice Spinner. As it just goes for Dragon Claw. Okay. That's probably Adamant. Yeah, I wanna say this is Adamant. And for now, I should just go for a Icy Wind in front of this thing. Just hit it while I can, because it's an important mod for me to get rid of. So we get up a Icy Wind on this. For speed control. As she has Thunder Wave on it. Okay, so it's not a... So this is a supportive Dragonite. That's at least good to know. That is at least good to know. How do I want to go about this? I could go for another Icy Wind. I could honestly go for a knockout to remove its heavy duty boots. I think that's what I want to do here. Since it's a supportive set, I could see Roost coming off. But eliminating its heavy duty boots would mean that later on it's a worse check to my other guys. But she does withdraw. Go in, which is the Mach, I wanna say. That is not heavy duty boots. And we are able to go for a knockover and get rid of its item, whatever it is. It's Citrus Berry, okay. So I managed to get rid of its Citrus Berry, which is massive. The only way for me to get around this, I guess thankfully the Dragon Knight has been taking a little bit of damage, so I wanna say it's like around 55%. So until it's able to roost off, my play rough for my Ogre Bond will look really strong here. I have to just get it in cleanly. Would I risk a paralyzation here? I feel like that's kind of bad thing to do, so I may just hard swap into my Swampert and go from there. I don't want to risk getting a paralyzed plus eating a gunk shot or whatever it would go for, so I think I'll just hard withdraw here. She does go for Poison Jab. And the Poison Touch procs, so that's unfortunate of course, but I guess I'm gonna get whittled down sooner than later by this thing. Or anything else for that matter. Now, is it worthwhile for me to flip turn? I could honestly just stay in and go for attack, cause if the... Well, I kinda let the Dragonite, I guess, per se, to... The issue is that if she does withdraw into Dragonite now, I could be kinda cooked, so I could also go for Avalanche and get my Ogre Bond in for freely. And if she does withdraw, the Dragonite should take a lot from this. So I think I'll go for the Avalanche, as she does withdraw. I hope to see the Dragonite. Giga Chat? Okay. Please tell me I kill this. Come on, Steve. Get him! Kill it with the Avalanche. Let's go, Steve! Steve is bringing it back. Let's go. I'm so happy that I got that off. Let's go, Steve. We are trying to pull this back a little bit. We got the hacks the shit out of that mess bit. But we are not stuck. We are not gonna stop fighting. We are gonna try our best to win here. And that Mach is around like 55 plus the hazards. The main thing for me to worry about at this point is actually the Crocodile, because I don't know its set. Obviously the Valiant and Jolteon can be the same thing, but I need the Crocodile weakened somehow. But I guess thankfully always Mulani should be able to do enough damage to it that it should die, unless it's like a reducing berry. But that means that my Ogre Bond can press up damage quite well. And the Valiant comes out. Not Boots again. Do we see Booster Energy by chance? We don't see Booster. So I think for me it's better off to get a Torrent boosted flip turn here. I'll go for that. As she does go for close combat, that will finish me off. Okay. So this essentially means, let's see if it's life up. It is life up. Okay, that's good to know. So it's a life up Valiant with close combat. Probably mixed attacker, what I was guessing coming into this game. I'll make her worry about this a little bit, but my obvious choice here would be going to my Revaroom. The best way I can use my Revaroom here is that I would go for a Iron Head. Because that would give me damage on Crocodile, which I'll need for Revaroom later on to win. Yeah, that's the out on this. I don't expect the Jolteon to hard swap into this. If it does, it's taking a lot of hazards and potentially a poison move. So for now, I wanna say we go for Iron Head. If she gives me Mach, it's at least one of the grass resist gone. So Ogre Bond can start using even Horn Leads as a form of gain of recovery, unless the Jolteon terrorizes. Yeah, it's not over yet. Like I have still outs to fight back from this, and the hazards are helping me with that I dedicated to. It's just unfortunately meant that I have to give up a lot of resources, because once again the Mesprit did get the Ice Beam freeze. And I had the Assault Vest to lift the following hit. We even lifted Psychic from it. So I go for the Iron Head. She does not want this thing to get set up for freely, so I do get rid of the Valiant. Which is really nice. I think versus the Crocodile, my only answer to it is always my Taunt and Icy Wind it down to make sure its speed doesn't get out of hand. If it's like a scale shot set. But yeah, we'll see. This Reva Room and my Ogre Barn look really good in the late game. It's the Crocodile that I'm obviously very worried of. I think her only play is to go into the Crocodile. Yeah. Are you Moxie or Intimidate? You're not Boots at least, so I'm getting these chips off on you. It's Intimidate, okay. So, it's taken now 18% of damage, so at 82%. So, my play only here is to go into my Taunt. And then afterwards my only play would be dealing damage on this with my... Yeah, I think that's the only play. If she calls it, then great play from her, but I don't think I can afford to make any other crazy play. Because I need my Ogre Barn healthy. We see the knockoff coming off, which will do a lot of damage. Should I go for slow U-turn here, potentially? If it's Scale Shot, it can be scary. So I think I almost have to respect this thing being a Scale Shot and go for Icy Wind in a case I live. She goes for Rocks. Okay. Stealth Rocks are coming off. I'll get up a Icy Wind on this. Yes, good damage. I say good damage and didn't do a whole lot. Wait, that was Clear Body. Oh, Clear Amulet, I should say. So it's a Clear Amulet for my parting shot from Reva Room. That's okay. That's a cool tech from her side. Okay. So Stealth Rocks, knock off Earthquake. I'm starting to see that this is probably Gunk Shot and then not a Scale Shot anymore. So I'll go for a U-turn. Okay, not Scale Shot, but Clear Amulet is her item. She goes for knockoff. We live. And we get up a U-turn. Fantastic. Fantastic. Because that allows me to position my Mulani. And I can go for a Horn Leech to gain my health back after the Stealth Rock damage. Okay. Mulani has a shot here. And I have U-turn for the Jolteon. So I'll go for Horn Leech here. To gain some recovery. As she cannot swap versus this. And the Crocodile is dead. That was a critical hit. I could have preserved that critical hit for something else. We are almost back at full. That's good. Okay. I feel like I have options here for late game winning conditions, but I need to just... Yeah, there. Shock to the Jolteon. And it's taking a lot of damage here. So my play is to U-turn here, I believe. Yep. U-turn is always the play. She may have to Terrorize off the chance that I go for Crash move. And if she does that, she dies to U-turn. Well, let's see what she does. I feel like she has to Terrorize here, because otherwise this Ogre can just win here if she... Because I could have just stayed in and go for 2 Ivy Castles and that would win without her Terrorizing. Yep, she does Terrorize. I'm expecting Terra Crash. Yep. And I wanna say I should leave any one hit. Because I'm basically at full. Thunderbolt. We'll take it just fine. She gets the para. This is really rude, Mulani. Is the game not wanting me to win today? I'll go for U-turn again. Like, what is happening here? What did Ellie do? What is her ritual coming into this game? I need to know the secret. I need to know. I just wanna get this U-turn off. Thunderbolt into full para. Come on, Mulani. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, and he kills it. Let's go. Let's go. Jolteon is dead. Alright. Alright. And now we go into Reva Room. Come on, Jeremy. Come out here. We had a horrendous start, but our heads kept calm. Even though obviously I showed a frustration. But I'm from Finland, and if there's something that you should know about Finland, it is very cold out here, especially soon enough, as the winter is upon us soon. Well, first obviously autumn, but even autumn is very cold here. But we go for the nice Iron Head, guarantee kill, and we win with a 3-0 fashion after the start that we had. That's how we win here, boys and girls. Let's go, I'm so happy about this. Great game to Ellie. I forgot to mention this on my intro, but I want to make sure it right now. Make sure to check her out. Not only because she's way more entertaining than I am. She has a lot of great energy that she brings to her games that I only envy that I could. But I don't... I am way too locked in sometimes in my games to provide that kind of entertainment. But based on like how her last season in PPL went and how she's able to perform since then, including this season and a low tier format, you could argue, and it might not even be debatable, that she's by far the most improved paddler throughout that time frame. So huge shoutouts to her. What a game to have as our first game to remember by, cause oh my god, there's so many shenanigans. Frankly, past couple of weeks, I've been on the better side of it, so karma was kinda coming after me for RNC. But I kept my head calm and cool and realized that there is still out. And I knew deep inside, if I played right, we can do it. And we did it. Until week 8, which is gonna be very, very exciting battle for everybody to watch, I'm sure. It is going to be me versus Montai. And that's gonna be one of a game of all time, so I'm sure. I'm gonna try my absolute best to win that battle, but winning this week really takes a lot of pressure off my shoulders when it comes to playoffs. Thank God we pulled it off. Thank you for everybody to watch. Like and subscribe if you're new. And until next week versus Montai, I'm gonna be see you guys later.